This is the plaintiff, Simone Phillips. She says she used to consider the defendant a mother figure in her life since birth, but no more. The woman stole her TV, a laptop computer, and even her bed, for goodness sakes. It's so sad it's come to this, a lawsuit, and not in a million years could she see something like this coming. She's suing for $2,741.99, the cost of her missing stuff. This is the defendant, Denise Marie Graham. She says none of what the plaintiff says is true. And when she received the summons from the court stating she was being sued, she really got a good laugh out of it. She doesn't have any of the plaintiff's belongings in her possession and never did. End of story. She's accused of not being very motherly. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $1,000 for defamation of character.
Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay, Simone Phillips.
Hi.
You are suing Denise Marie Graham for $2,741.99 in damages that you say she owes you for cell phone bills and property of yours that she stole. You have a counterclaim against her for $1,000 for defamation of character. What happened?
Okay, basically, I've known the defendant my whole life. She's a longtime family friend. My mother was friends with her mother, and just a longtime family friend. And November of last year, I broke up with my boyfriend. We were living together, and I went to stay with her. And she asked me to pay her rent. I was paying her like $570 a month for rent, $500 for rent, $70 for cable. And recently, I decided that like the living arrangement wasn't working out, and the altercation that led up to it was the cell phone bill. The cell phone, I added her onto the contract in July.
To your contract?
Yes.
Why?
I trusted her.
Trusted her?
Yeah.
I'm not asking you what's wrong with her. I'm asking you what's wrong with you.
That's what's wrong with me. I trusted her.
Really? So it's her fault?
No, it's my fault for trusting her.
Right? Because you can't control other people's lives, but you can control your own, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you move in, according to you, when?
It was, I think, November of 2010. And before Thanksgiving.
Things go at some point during the course that you're living there. You add her onto your cell phone bill. Then you contract for 2 years.
Then I contracted it in July so she could get a new phone the only way.
And then you get into an argument with her when?
We were kind of arguing a little bit in September regarding bills.
Why?
Because my hours at work got cut in half. So I was like, look, I can't afford to give you anything for rent. I have to pay the cell phone bill. The cell phone bill was like $400 and something at that point.
Why so much?
Because she was talking to somebody overseas.
May I see the cell phone bill?
Yes.
Okay. So you get into an altercation with her, a verbal altercation, and you decide.
It was actually through text messaging.
Text messaging.
But unfortunately, I don't have the text messages because my phone broke and rebooted itself.
Okay. And so, but you decide you're not going to live there anymore.
Right.
And at that point, how much in rent did you owe?
I don't think I owe any rent because she was living in Section 8 housing, and I found out from the police that she wasn't even supposed to be taking money from me. It was legal, and
that's interesting. So she's in Section 8 housing,
yes,
which means I'm paying for it, and then she was charging you $500 in rent.
I am too because I was working and giving her rent money.
And then she's taking $500 in rent. So she's not paying rent, but she's accepting rent from you.
Right.
Okay.
But I mean,
now, according to you, after this dispute, and you don't have the text messages, you go to pick up the stuff, and it's now Sunday. The Sunday.
Well, what happened was, what can I just tell you, everything, like the events that happened up to that?
I may or may not want to hear them in
not great detail.
Okay.
Just, I turned off her cell phone on September 30th.
Oh, yeah, that's important. Okay.
She turned it back on. I got a text.
How'd she turn it back on?
Because she knew all my information. She's like family to me. She had my laptop.
But listen, Douglas is like family to me, but he has nary a password to any of my bank accounts.
Okay.
And don't be waiting for it either. Go ahead.
All right, so I turned off the cell phone, and I actually changed all my information so she couldn't call up Verizon and, try and mess with anything. So I changed my phone number as well because
all this is happening on what day?
The 30th to the 1st.
Still all the 30th?
The 30th at night to the 1st in the morning. That's Saturday. Okay. On Sunday, I speak to one of my witnesses who spoke to my mother, and one of the people that who were living in the house where I lived, he called and left a message on my mother's answering machine saying, tell your daughter to come get her stuff. It's outside in garbage bags.
Oh my goodness.
So I was in New Jersey because that's where my boyfriend lives and that's where I was staying. And my witness started to go over there to pick up stuff that was in the garbage bags because it was raining that day. So I, in the meantime, was trying to get my boyfriend out of work so we could go get my stuff. So by the time we got there, like maybe a couple hours later, I had called the police. Unfortunately, they didn't put in a report. I tried to get it, but I wasn't able to. I told the police, you know, I want to be able to get the rest of my stuff, my TV, my mattress, my box spring, and my laptop. She told the police I never lived there. I was only staying there for a few days, and I was just using her address to scam Medicaid. So I didn't get my stuff back, and there was nothing the police could do because I didn't have...
How would one use an address to scam Medicaid? Like,
that's just what she said.
Okay.
I mean, but basically, I didn't get my stuff back. So.
What's going on?
First of all, Your Honor, she didn't live with me. I have a letter here proving that I gave her a letter so that she can use my address as a correspondent until she found permanent residence. All her stuff came...
I don't know what you're talking about, so let me see what you're talking about.
All her stuff came to my house.
She said she was paying you $570 a month for a long time.
Here's a bill. She had her car stored in my landlord's driveway, and he was charging $125 a week.
So her car's there, her mattress is there, her TV, her laptop are there, but she doesn't live there?
The laptop, I had taken her to a job interview because that's the good heart that I have. She had her laptop with her because she needed to print out her resume. When I dropped her off, she had her laptop with her. Okay. What else was in the bags in my room? There was like 35 garbage bags. I have no idea what was in them. I don't go through people's stuff.
Well, I got to tell you, I seldom have 35 of other people's bags in my house.
I got pictures.
Who are not living there.
Would you like
so
to...
how do you have 35 of other people's bags in your house?
Her boyfriend threw her out. She had nowhere to go. Her mother wanted nothing to do with her. So she asked me if I can help her. I said, no problem. I don't mind. You hold the stuff here. I don't have a problem with it. You can stay every once in a while, take a shower. I don't have a problem with that.
So she stays there every once in a while, takes a shower, but she's not living there. If her boyfriend threw her out and she's out on the street, then how is it you're helping her if you don't let her stay there?
Because I had no room. It's me and my daughter. They had no room. The room that I put
Is this your daughter?
No, this is a friend, my friend's daughter.
Your friend's daughter?
Yeah. Well,
why do you bring somebody else's daughter? Why don't you bring your own? You got your own. Why'd you have to go to a friend for one?
My daughter's only 12.
Okay.
11.
So she's not living there, but everything else about her is. And then what else?
I held her stuff for her because if I didn't hold her stuff for her, she would have lost everything. Would have went out in the street. Her boyfriend would have threw it out in the street.
So you have room for 35 bags and a mattress?
I put it. There was
a TV, laptop. You just don't have room for that 5'3" body.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. There was no mattress. There was no TV. The laptop she took the day I took her for the job interview. The room that I put the stuff in was my daughter's playroom. So she did without her playroom.
So why wouldn't, so then if you're trying to help somebody, why wouldn't you let her sleep in the daughter's playroom? Why would you take up 35 bags worth of
Because
space?
I didn't want to see her stuff be thrown out in the street. I didn't want to see her lose all her stuff.
You're not allowed to have somebody living there, right?
No.
Right, 'cause
And
you're on Section 8?
I don't get
I'm asking you a question because you're on Section 8?
I'm not on full Section 8, no, partial. They pay
You're
half
on
the
partial
rent.
Section 8. And if they found out that you were collecting $500 a month, that would change your Section 8,
That's
right?
why I wouldn't let her live with me.
Or that's why you weren't telling me the truth. It's one or the other. Yeah, I agree. That's an incentive for something to be different. I just don't know if it's your spoken word or your actions. Yeah, okay. So now, what was the cause of the argument between you two?
The argument started with, I have it right here in text, she started out of nowhere, saying that I can't pay you, meaning it's the driveway she's talking about. I can't pay you anything this month.
Oh, the driveway, not the rent.
No,
okay,
no,
let me see the text.
It's for the driveway.
Let me see the text.
Okay.
Are you allowed to rent your driveway when you're on Section 8?
Excuse me?
You heard me.
No, I'm half deaf. I didn't hear you.
I'm pretty sure you heard me.
No,
Hand your phone over to
deaf.
my bailiff, please.
I'm half deaf. I can't hear. I didn't hear you.
Okay, now before you erase stuff, hand the text. Hand the phone now. Don't touch another button.
No, I was looking for the
Hand it
text.
over. Who's the one asking to be picked up from the doctor, her or you?
Excuse me?
I'm trying to figure out who's who in the text.
The blue is her
That would
and
be
the
me.
white is me.
Got it.
My number
I got it. That's all. Do you think I'm going to need Denise's urine for tomorrow? Are you handing in fake urine because you're getting tested and you don't want people to see what your actual urine has?
Me?
Yeah.
No, but she did that with her doctor, and she would put Suboxone tablet in her daughter's urine because she was selling her Suboxone while she was on Vicodin and Percocet.
But you can't pay rent? Did you want me to ask you to leave? No. When are you leaving? She's not living there?
I meant her stuff. I don't text very well.
Oh, yeah.
Your Honor, you could take.
Do you hear that laughter in the audience in my courtroom? Do you know why they're laughing?
Because it sounded like she lived there. I told you I let her stay there.
Because they think you're a liar, and they think that you're not a good liar.
I let her stay there from time to time. I said that from the beginning.
From you, I am not texting no more. I have bigger fish to fry. You will reap what you sow. Then you sort of snap when you read the reap what you sow thing. And tell her you're getting a U-Haul and you're getting your stuff out Sunday. This is from her to you. You're now pissing me off. One phone call and you can forget about your $11.99 job. What's that?
Which I got.
What is it?
It's a job for a hospital, and I passed the drug test.
Is that why you wanted urine?
Yes,
no, she called my job.
She wanted someone else's urine to pass the drug test because what was going to be found in hers?
She called my job that I was...
What was going to be found in hers?
Mine?
No, hers. Why did she want urine to pass?
Percocet. She was stealing my Percocet and Xanax whenever she slept over, that I'm prescribed for by doctors. That's what another argument was about. Another argument was about that she wanted to use my address for Medicaid, and I said, no, you have a job that offers you insurance.
Here's a text from you. Now go ahead and be two-faced and talk about me like you do to everyone else. You're not going to like the side of me that's coming out now. Trust me. And then for good measure, by the way, you never lived here.
Your Honor, can I say something, please?
Yeah. You know what? My job is to figure out who's telling the truth, and this one's not even that hard. As for the cell phone bill, you and I never talked about it. Did she take out a cell phone in her name for you?
Yes.
Okay. And did you owe some money on that bill?
No.
Okay. Do you have proof that you paid up the cell phone bill? Because they separate it by person, and you're apparently talking to somebody who's in another country?
Yes.
Do you have proof that you paid these?
No, I just paid 3 weeks of the car being in my driveway. And my landlord's letter proves it right. My landlord's letter proves it right there. His phone number's there for you to call him.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Is there a lot of fraud in this Section 8 housing?
Yes, there is.
Why do you say?
Just because other people will move in at times and then they'll charge that other person who's moving in money.
Is it because a lot of people who don't have money are more apt to try and get more money?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that what's going on? What do you think?
Yes, I think some people pretend that they don't have the money to pay the rent, and
And they really do, and they're just looking for a free ride?
Yes.
Got your point. Going inside the courtroom.
You have a counterclaim against her for $1,000. Can you tell me what your counterclaim is for?
Yes, because, Your Honor, if she was paying rent, like I pay rent to my landlord, I get a receipt. Who's going to hand somebody $570 a month and not get a receipt?
Trusted you.
Who's going to get a receipt?
Did you pay your bill all those other times?
For my rent?
No,
Yes.
for your phone.
Yes, I did.
Did you get a receipt all those other times?
Yes, I did.
Okay, can I see your
I
receipts?
didn't bring it with me. I didn't think it was
Okay.
necessary.
Go on.
If she was paying me rent, I would have gave her a receipt, just like my landlord gives me a receipt. I didn't do that because she wasn't.
I'm done on
living
the
with me.
rent issue.
Right.
I want to understand why you have a counterclaim for $1,000.
Because she called up my doctor after I told her that she couldn't have my daughter's urine. She called up my doctor and told my doctor that I was misusing drugs. It's about defamation of character. She called up Social Security Disability on me. She called up Section 8, and she's been spreading rumors around with everybody.
I don't even live there anymore. I live in New Jersey.
Okay, both of you, can you both stop talking so I don't hear your voices again? I believe that she kept your mattress, your laptop, and your TV. I believe it because I see how angry, no, put your hand down, because I see how angry she is and how she keeps threatening that you're gonna see a side of her and that now you're gonna reap what you sow, and apparently her boyfriend had just dumped her and now she felt like you were dumping her and she didn't like it, okay? I can see that. That's why I spent all that time reading all of those texts, because what it paints to me is a picture of somebody who feels like you are abandoning her at the same time that she feels already abandoned by her man.
No.
All right? So now she's taking it out on you. And it's like, come pick up your junk's gonna be outside, and you're gonna see what oh yeah, you'll see, and then magically all of a sudden, you don't live here, I don't know what she's talking about, she's crazy, and there's nothing in it, and nobody's going in there to get anything. And then that's it, that's the end of it. What I don't understand is how cooler heads didn't prevail at some point later and make some effort through a third party to try to get your stuff out of there, because you probably would have been able to get something out of there. But instead, it needs to get more trash talk and file the lawsuit and then see you in court and then all the others and then call SSI or call, the doctor and then call the Section 8 and then try to get her fired from her job. It is sickening.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Can I
No,
say
we're done. I am going to award a depreciated value for the items that I believe were taken. I am going to award an amount for the cell phone bill that you can prove, which is $209.33. And I'm going to find in your favor in the amount of $900, verdict for the plaintiff.
Okay, I want to say something short and sweet. You should know that committing fraud, if you're in Section 8, it is a crime and you could go to jail. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.